want to thank you for joining us tonight. Man, what an exciting night. Welcome to Solutions Execution, our NBA Finals version. I am your host, your honorator, your proprietary Unbreakable Dex. Where are my UBDs at, baby? If you don't know if you're a UBD or not, if you're unbreakable, you're a UBD. And welcome our special guest on the line, the one, the only, all the way, travel 50 miles away, 50,000 miles away, the Prince himself, Prince Julius. Prince Julius, we got a lot of exciting things to talk about tonight, don't we, baby? We got a lot of things, Prince Julius. I'm going to get the floor to you, Prince Julius. I'm celebrating over here, so you might see me eating from time to time.
Yeah. Um, I felt like this was a very, very, very good game
Mm-hmm.
that I watched today. Great game. Um, unbelievable. But I'll put
You
the blame
called
on
it.
the on OKC's coach. He made a very big mistake. Even with his mistake, he should have won.
What was your
I
mistake?
feel like I feel like the Thunder coach starting Carson Wallace instead of what is his name? Holstein. That was a very big mistake.
Right.
I don't even know why you change your winning formula, bro. I
Same
don't get
thing
that
just
because
they with.
you realize that down the stretch, and especially you should have been even been more wiser when Indiana was making the run. You
Right.
should have reverted back and said, well, "Hold on a second, I'm losing the rebound battle, and I need my two 7-footers in the game."
Absolutely.
But still, even with that kind of mistake, they still should have won the game. They
Shoulda,
still
woulda,
should have won the game. But
shoulda,
shoulda, coulda. Hey, Indiana pulled it off. But is OKC shaking? No, but they better not lose game two.
Okay, it's shaking. Trust
I,
me,
I,
they're shaking. They
nah,
lost
nah. I
game
didn't.
one at
I don't
home.
think they're shaking.
Bro,
But
they are shaking
game
and they
two,
are hurt. They are
game
hurt,
two,
Prince.
nah. OKC is
Prince,
clearly
they
the better
hurt.
team. OKC is clearly the better team. They should have never
Yeah,
lost
they're
this game.
better team. That don't mean they ain't got feelings. They
Oh,
are hurt.
we will have to watch and wait for game. What you call it?
We
Game
can wait for game two. But
game two.
right
Yeah.
now, Indiana got all of OKC's heart right now.
I'm not gonna say that
They
because
got
I
that
thought
heart.
I thought Denver. Remember when Denver went there and got and stole game one?
Bro, we talking about the NBA Finals, game one at
No. I think the Denver Nuggets are a better team than
none of
Indiana.
that. Now we ain't talking about no
No.
Dorian Hill.
I'm not comparing those two teams, but win.
Hey,
I have to see game two.
listen, brother.
I will have to see how game two
I have
unfolds
to
before.
correct you on something right now. We have to give props where props is due. People call this man overrated to step up like that time after time when needed and hit a big bucket, bro. We can talk about all that could have happened, what coach's decision should have happened, but still, for that man to step up, if he didn't hit that shot, we wouldn't be talking about this. Halliburton deserves some credit. That man deserves some credit, bro. To step up at a time like that, calm, cool, just like Denzel of basketball, SGA, and knock it down time after time. Man, we better get this man his props, man. For all the people out there who were disrespecting this man, uh, an Olympian, he's an all-star, and he got his team in the final. He got his team in the conference final for consecutive years, and we want to call this man overrated, man. We better get this man some props, man. Better get this man some props. Damn what the coaches didn't do in OKC. That man hit a clutch basket to get his team 1-0 in the. We said they needed this first or second game. They got the first one, bruh. They got the first one in OKC. That's huge. You better believe OKC feeling. They feeling it.
Yeah, that is huge. First of all, I'm I'm not taking any credit away from Halliburton. Any media personality trying to underestimate Halliburton, the person does not know basketball. I always have a top notch respect for Halliburton, and it wasn't even about Halliburton. You know, he has earned his respect. He has earned his respect on the basketball, platform. Look, it's not even about Halliburton, right? He didn't even play great today. He didn't even play great today. He
Well,
was
he
just
didn't put up a lot of points, but he
he
played
took.
good basketball.
No, I
Just
don't
like
even
you
think so.
don't score, just
I
like you
don't think
don't.
he played. I don't think he played great. But you know what he did? He hit the big shots when it matters.
And he was
You know,
impacting the game in
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
ways.
But he didn't. That's the
He
scariest part.
still,
He didn't play great, but they won. If you are OKC, you should be a little bit worried about that. He didn't play great, but they won.
but his
And then
teammates stepped up. Nate Smith, them two
yeah,
threes that Nate
Nate
Smith hit,
Smith, Obi Tubman, and all those. But let me tell you something, man. This was a very, very bad loss for OKC.
terrible loss.
I mean,
Terrible
a terrible loss. This may send the series to either 5, 6, or 7. But I have to watch game two, bro. If they go down 2-0, then I know that something is about to happen.
loss. Bro, the
That
pressure
is
is
a panic.
on.
But I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. Yeah,
Pressure
OKC
is
is
on
clearly
OKC
by
right
far
now.
the better team. You see?
The pressure is on OKC right now because they
No, there's no
know.
pressure on OKC. No, no.
Listen. The
If
reason
they
I
win
say
game
that,
two, if Indiana wins game two, then I would say maybe there's a pressure on OKC.
that's why
There's
I'm
no
saying.
pressure on OKC. Huh?
That's why I'm saying it's a pressure. It's a pressure because think about it. If they don't win game two, we headed back to Indiana. They
No,
gonna
no,
be
but
fine.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing. If they don't win game two, then you can say there is some pressure. I'm not even going to say there's a pressure. There's some pressure because you know what? OKC is one of the best road teams in the NBA. Same as Indiana, both of them. They play pretty good on the road. So they can even lose game two and go and tie it up 2-2. I will not be surprised. They are that good. But here's the thing though. They do not want to lose game two because that's gonna give Indiana a lot of momentum,
That's
a
why I'm
lot of
telling you,
belief.
Prince.
Huh?
That's what I'm telling you, Prince. It's
No, no, you
pressure
were saying there was pressure
already.
on them. I disagree with you. There's
If
no
they don't
pressure
win
on them.
game two,
No, no, it's just one game, bro. It's just one
okay.
game. There's no pressure on them. Are
But
they
you lost
disappointed?
game
Are
one
they
at
disappointed?
home.
Hold on. Are they disappointed? Yes, they are disappointed because they should have won this game. Regardless of the outcome, they should have won this game. But here's the thing: the coach made a mistake. When I saw that change, I was like, "What?" Then
Yeah.
it was working till the fourth quarter, and it was still working. And then when
Hartenstein
Indiana was
tough.
making, huh?
Hartenstein tough, man. I like Hartenstein.
Exactly. When Indiana was making that run, and they were cutting it to like almost like 8, 9, and I'm like, don't wait till it gets to 6. And then that was when he started bringing in Hans. I mean, it was too late. It was
Too
too
late.
late, man. Wallace should come from the bench. He's a bench player. He's not a starter. You start Heinstein. He's tough. He can get a rebounds, and then he gives you good, better defense. But either way, they were up 15. They should have won this game.
Bruh,
Don't
Indiana
get me wrong.
showed.
They should have won this game. And even when it was that close, they should have won this game. This was a very terrible loss. If they
Give
don't win
Indiana
game two,
bread.
then I think they have a problem. If they don't win game two, then I think the game one may be messing up with their brain or their mind. You know what I'm saying? But right now it's too
I
early. No,
know
no.
exactly what you're saying.
OKC is never rattled. No, no, no. I'm not gonna say OKC is rattled. They are shocked.
I ain't gonna say
They
they
are
rather,
shocked.
but to
They
lose
are
game one
shocked, but they
at
don't have
home,
any pressure. Any pressure, bro. No
I
pressure.
guarantee. I guarantee you, everybody involved tonight is thinking about it while they sleeping.
Nah, nah, nah,
Guarantee.
nah, nah, nah,
I
nah. Big Des.
guarantee
Here's the
everybody's
thing.
going to
Here's
sleep
the thing.
with this
Here's the
game on
thing.
their mind.
Here's the thing. They made a big mistake. It was a big mistake. And even down the stretch, they had some chances that they should have scored. They forced the basket. I thought SGA forced the last possession. He should have waited till like maybe 3 seconds, 2 seconds before shooting the ball. The one that he missed.
Yeah.
That could have sealed it. Or just attack the hole. He had some two great looks, but hey, no disrespect. SGA was SGA. He played great. 38 points. He played very efficient. But I'm disappointed with OKC coach, bro. How the hell do you even start a game? You change a game to match up with your opponent. It makes no sense. You keep your winning team and then you then do the adjustment. That was a coaching mistake. But I said, even with that, they were up 50. They should have won the game. You know? But we have to just wait for game two, bro.
Bruh, let me tell you what happened. Exactly
Uh-huh.
what we talked about before. Indiana is that team that you better not. They it's that, bruh. They that they they that team that won't quit. They that
Right.
rocky. They that rocky, bruh. Indiana that rocky. They showed they that rocky. They got that grit. They got that heart. They got that. We ain't stopping. I mean, OKC came with everything they had, man. They
Not
came,
really. OKC was like a daisical, bro.
but they
Look,
still had a
with
50
all
point
due
lead.
respect to Indiana, I see what you're saying is great. They play with heart. They never give up. Let me tell you something, man. Let, this game was clearly OKC's mistake to lose. They should have never lost this game. It's a heartbreaker for them. But are they worried? No, no. They'll be worried if they play the same way or better and lose game two. That'll be worrying. But game one is a lesson. First of all, don't start Wallace. He's not a starter. Keep Heinstein in there, and he will do a better job. You know?
I do know what you're saying, man. I just think, hey,
Yeah, but
what
hey, can Indiana win the series? Anything
yeah,
can happen, but I don't see Indiana winning the series,
yeah,
bro.
they're
They
professional
can push it to
basketball elite.
5, 6, or 7. I do not see. I'll be very shocked for
They're
Indiana to win this
professional.
series.
They're a
Hmm?
professional basketball team in the NBA Finals. Of course, they can win. It's not like this. No
Oh
bad
yeah,
news or
yeah. I
no
mean,
golden, no
I'm not saying
gold
they cannot
collar.
win the series. I don't see them winning the series. That would be a shocker and a
We didn't
surprise
see
to
them
me.
winning tonight either. We didn't even see them hit.
But remember, I told you that I didn't see them winning. Nobody saw them winning, but I told you that
Nobody even saw
they
them
better
on the
win game
highway.
one. Though. Remember, I made it clear to you during our phone call. I told you that uh, they better win game one. And they found a way to win it. It wasn't pretty, but if you're okay, so you should be kicking yourself. 20
Let me ask
something
you this.
turnovers,
Let me ask
turnovers.
you this though. Let me ask
Man,
you this.
that's ridiculous, bro.
That's
Huh?
ridiculous. But let me ask you this. I want to ask you this. Based off of your statement of
Mm.
they needed to win
Yeah,
game one
to make it a
because
series, to make it a series.
to make it a series.
Right, and they did, and now we have a series. They said there's a saying that the playoff does not start until the road team wins on the road. You see what I'm saying? So now we have the playoffs. But here's the thing: I'm not even worried about OKC, bro. If they lose game, matter of fact, they might even lose game two, and I'll still not be worried. That'll be pressure time though. That'll be because you do not want to go down 3-0. You see, that'll be pressure time, and that'll be one of the if they do, that'll be one of the biggest collapse in NBA history. I don't see OKC doing that. They are clearly the better team. This was one of the games, you know. This was the one of the games that they threw the game away, bro. They
The
threw the
only
game
reason
away.
I would have to
Huh?
disagree with you on this being one of the biggest collapses in NBA history is because they ain't won that. They ain't won nothing for it to be no collapse. Yeah, they had done,
No,
the
no,
best
no, no. I
record
said
in
number
the
one
West.
seed in the
Yeah, number
NBA.
one seed, but it
No,
wasn't like
overall
they were
seed
just,
that would be a
you
biggest collapse.
know,
Yeah,
this wasn't Mike Tyson against a second grader. It wasn't that obvious. We
bro, let's be very honest, man. You watch
no,
the game. You watch the game, and I watch the game. Look, anybody can win any game. These are
of
all
course.
professional basketball players. But here's the thing from what I saw. OKC gave this game away, bro. The coach gave the game away. When as soon as you saw that they're coming back, you should have made an adjustment. Hey, we playing too slow. Let's play on our pace. He never did that. Wallace was still in the game. I'm like, damn. And you got Heinstein. This guy is playing hard from Germany. It's a Bavarian. It's a warrior. The guy is 7 foot tall. Come on, damn. And then you keep the dude on That's your winning team. There's a rule number one that you never change your winning team. I don't care how good the team is. And even to do adjustment, you have to wait until game one. You haven't even played game one and you're already doing adjustment. Damn. Okay, see, coach, I can't believe that. But as I'm saying, that was not the reason. I mean, they still should have won the game, bro. They
Man,
still should have won the game. Indiana stole game one. Much respect to Indiana. I would like to watch game two. If they go up 2-0, I will start taking the Indiana Pacers seriously in this series
you
because
don't
I
take that
already knew.
seriously now.
No, bro. I have respect for Indiana. They came out of the East, but you know the East because
Hey, what else they
hey,
got to
Boston was
do?
hurt. Boston had
People,
injuries. Hey, they came out of the East, fine. But what I'm saying is that if
man.
Indiana wins the series, then I'll be like, okay, you know what? I was wrong with my pick. But let me tell you
I
something.
mean, you
Even
gotta
with
give
them
respect.
winning the
They win
first
the
game, I'm not
series.
sold on Indiana, bro. Huh?
You gotta give respect. They win the series, but you
Oh
said
yeah, you're not listening. I'm saying that they can win the series, but not with this game one. I mean, this is
but
not.
you
It
said
doesn't impress me because they didn't even play
how
great. Indiana did not play great though. You
it
know,
doesn't.
and they stole this game.
That's what's
So,
even scarier. Listen, they did
uh-huh.
exactly what you told them to do, and that ain't good enough.
Oh
Dude,
no, but
come on,
I
friend.
said, remember, I said that in order for them to make the series longer, they have to win game one. They
And
did
they
win game
did
one.
it. And they
Yeah,
did
but
it. You
I never
said that
selected them
ain't
that they're
good
gonna
enough.
win the NBA finals. I never said we're gonna win I said they're gonna make the series longer. I still have
Right.
OKC coming
You
out,
said you still
regardless.
don't have respect for them though, and they did exactly what you asked them to do, sir. They
No,
did
no, no, no,
exactly
no.
what
When I
you
say I don't
asked
have respect for them, I don't mean that respect for them as a basketball team. No, as a basketball team, I have respect for them. But I'm saying that for them to really earn my respect, that they can probably pull up an upset, they have to go up 2-0. And even at 2-0, I have to watch game three. Even at 2-0, I have to watch game three. But here's the thing though. I don't see that happening, bro. It will take a minute unless there's some injury during the game. Maybe SGA goes down or some weird thing. Let me tell you something, bro. Indiana stole game one, match deserved, but OKC gave this game away. And you know what's
But you
funny?
gotta stop doing it, man.
OKC did not play great either.
You got it. You
OKC
can't
never
do
played
that,
great either. Is
man.
it?
You can't say they gave it away when that
Of
man
course they
hit a
gave the game
buzzer.
away. How can you be up 15?
That man hit a
Bruh,
buzzer.
bruh, 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 bruh. They gave the game away. This is the number one team in the NBA. They gave the game away. Indiana stole. Indiana even never feel like they never even knew they were gonna win this game, but they won it anyway.
You don't think
eh,
they feel like they was gonna win this
Nah,
game?
nah, nah, nah. You could see Halliburton. You could see the players. They never felt like they could win this game, bro. Okay, she gave this game away, but anyway, I still have I still have OKC in either in 5, 6, or 7. If Indiana wins the NBA Finals, kudos. I'll congratulate them. I don't see that happening. I may be wrong, but I don't see that happening. How about you?
They already got my respect, brother. I told you that I I said OKC was
No,
gonna
no,
win
no,
the
no, no. I respect like they can win the NBA Finals.
Yes, they could win.
Oh,
Why
come
wouldn't
on,
I
bro.
say they could win?
Come on,
Why
man.
wouldn't I say they should win it? Why wouldn't I say
Nah.
the team could win it,
Look,
brother?
anybody can win the NBA Finals, but let me tell you
Who's up?
something.
What's
Hmm?
the what's the count right now? Tell me the count right now
Count of what?
in the finals. What's the what's the ratio win to losses right now? What's the win and loss?
I don't know, but I know most of the time,
You
most of
don't
the time,
know. I don't
most of the time, the team that has a better record wins. But here's the thing, and, man, bro, you laughing, bro? This is just game one. There's nothing to laugh about. There's nothing to laugh about, but it's just game one. I don't know. You feel like they've won a championship with just one game?
I didn't say
Damn,
they
bro.
won the championship. I didn't say they won the championship. I'm just saying though that the way you treat it, they did exactly what you asked them to do, and now you're just
Yeah, but
discontinuing.
I never selected them to win. I said that if they want to have a chance of pulling up an upset, or make the series longer. They have to win game one. They surprisingly made won game one. It's fair. That's fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. But you were saying that OKC now there's pressure. Nah. That would be premature. that there's nothing to be pressurized about. Yes, they've lost home court momentarily. They just have to even it up to make it 1-1. Then we see what happened in Indiana. So look,
Listen,
don't be surprised. OKC can even come back and win 4 straight. Don't be
yeah,
surprised.
anything can happen right now.
Yeah,
Trust me. I can
yeah.
wake up with my pockets fatter than they ever been. Listen.
But it's all about probabilities, though. Sometimes the
Listen.
tangibles are very lean and small. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Anything can happen at any time. I do agree.
Listen, man. We talking about two professional NBA basketball teams with great athletes, brother. How are you gonna discredit one of them like they're just, just
No, I
the,
never did.
the
When you said
athletes?
discredit, when you said discredit, you have.
You sound
I
like
think.
no
I think
way
that's
for
harsh.
Indiana to
I
win
never
without.
discredited Indiana. I said
You say it's
Indiana.
no way for them to win.
That's my opinion.
You think it's
My
no
opinion. Say
way?
I'm saying that to win the series. No, I don't think they can win the series. I do not think they can win the series. And I said that this. Having said that, I also made a statement that even if that should happen, they have to go up 2-0, and then I see what unfolds in Indiana. Maybe they're up 3-1. And I'm like, okay, they do it now. I'm like, okay, the way things are going, anything can happen. But look, not with game one. But should Indiana win the series, I'll congratulate them. I'm a very fair guy. I don't see them. I don't see Indiana winning this series. I'll be very honest with you. I don't see. Even today, their win was an aberration. It was an aberration. They won the game, but OKC gave this game away. Let's be very, very clear. OKC gave this game away, and they know they are the better team. Same. If you watch the Denver series, uh, they made the same mistake. You remember Denver stole game one when OKC should have won the game one easily. Denver stole it. Did you remember that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying that it's a playbook of that Denver series. So this has a possibility of going 7 games, maybe 6 games. Worst case scenario, 5 games. And even if it goes to 7 games, I still have OKC winning the championship. But if I'm wrong, I will humbly congratulate uh, Indiana. I can
I'm gonna
see. I
go.
can see.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my claim in now. For some reason, I'm feeling a Cinderella season, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, the way you talking, I've seen this before, and
Mhm.
I see what's about. Indiana's gonna be your NBA champions.
In what game? But how many games?
I don't know how many games, but they're gonna.
No, no,
They're
you're
gonna
fair enough. You are free to come up with your own prediction. So you are going for Indiana. Yeah, it's a possibility it can happen. There's nothing wrong
Indiana
with that.
is gonna be your NBA champions in 6.
In six. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I will tell you that. This is what I'll tell you. OKC is gonna win the NBA Finals. They're gonna win the championship. This first game does not rattle me at all. Matter of fact, I see them winning. They might even win 4 straight and finish it off in 5 or 6. But or if worst case scenario, it goes to 7, they'll still win. So I'm still firm on that. OKC is gonna win the NBA Finals. They're gonna be crowned the champions. Game one does not rattle me. It happens. It's just one game. I have to watch game two. I have to watch game three. Then I draw my conclusion. But it's clear, based on what I watched today, it's clear that OKC is way better than Indiana. OKC did not play well. OKC was lackadaisical. OKC changed their starting lineup. Uh,
Lackadaisical.
yeah, they were
They were ball,
lackadaisical
they were
in the
ball,
last 5 minutes,
they
bro.
were balling. The last five
In the
minutes,
last 5 minutes,
last five
they were
minutes,
up 15.
Indiana got in that heart. Indiana
Nah,
showed
bro.
momentum. It
OKC
wasn't.
was missing shots that they were rushing shots. It was a coaching mistake.
Bro, you got
Indiana stole game one, and
bro.
that's it. Let's give credit where credit is due. Indiana has
Indiana
won game one.
stole momentum. They stole
Bro,
momentum.
Indiana won game one. Fair enough. I'll give you that. Let's leave it like that. Let's see how game two unfolds. Don't come and say there's pressure on OKC. Hell no. For what? Why would there be pressure on OKC? For what?
Let me ask you this: Who
Yeah.
got to win more games now to win the finals?
Both teams. Is the
No,
is
OKC
No,
got
no,
to win
it's
more
the
than
best of four. So
it was
whoever
a
gets to
race.
four fast,
It
that's
was
it.
it started out a race even. It started out even 0-0.
Nah. The race was never
Indiana
even, bro.
is now it's like this. This is how the race is now. Now
Yeah.
OKC got to come from behind, so that's a little more pressure than
They've
the
come from
team
behind
already
all season.
beat.
They've come from behind before, so that's not a that.
You
You
got
see,
to
if
come
it were
from
to be another
behind
team,
though.
if it were to be Minnesota or something, I'll be like, that may be worried. Even Minnesota, I don't even see Indiana beating Minnesota in a 7 game series. I'll be very
You're a
honest with you.
young team. They got to come from behind, and you're not used to being in this situation. You're a young
No,
team with a lot of talent.
They came from behind against Denver. Don't tell me that. They came from behind against Denver, and it was 1-1, and then they went ahead 2-1. Denver came again, make it 2-2. They went ahead 3-2. Denver made it 3-3, and they played game seven. They beat Denver. They should have never gone 7 games. Jokic was playing fantastic in
Why
that
we
series.
keep talking about these teams that sitting
No,
at
because
home
you were
watching
bringing
the
up
NBA?
something like they are playing from behind. No. We're talking about OKC here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying OKC cannot lose the series. They can. Of course, anything can happen. I'm just saying that based on the basketball that I've seen, I don't see Indiana winning the series. It's just and for Indiana to convince me that they can win the series, they have to win game two. And
All I
even then, I have
know,
to see game three. You say what?
all I know, Indiana did exactly what you asked them to do, and now you're treating them. You basically said,
No,
"Okay,
but
all
if I
right,
ask them to win
let's
game
face your
one,
ass back here."
if I ask them to win game one in order to make it a series and they win game one, does that mean that I predicted that they're going to win the NBA finals? I never said that. I said for them to make it a series, they have to win game one. And they
To
did
make
that.
a series and a
Yes.
statement, and they did
I never
both.
said a statement. I never said
I
a
said
statement.
a statement. They made
Don't
a
put words in
statement,
my mouth. I never said that.
but
I
it's a
said
statement. But is it
how is
not
that
a
a
statement?
statement? You still game anybody can win game one. How is that a
But
statement?
that's
But
a
you see,
statement, bro.
even if they would have won game one emphatically,
Bro,
then I'll be like, okay, these guys can hang with them. Bro, let me be very honest with you. Indiana cannot hang with OKC, bro. Eh, They won game one and that's it. Fair enough. Let's watch game two. Let's watch game three. And then we move on from there. That's it. I'm not going to repeat myself. You stick with Indiana. I stick with OKC. I'm not going to repeat myself anymore, bro. That's it. I'm not going to repeat myself. Oh, hell no.
I'm joking,
I'm not repeating myself anymore, bro. Yeah, but joke aside, though, that was a great game. That was a very great game. That
But
was
let
a
me
great
tell
game.
you though. Let
Uh
me
huh.
tell you though. While that was going on, I also for the last 3 years I have a niece. I have a cousin. She's a second cousin. My first cousin's my cousin daughter. She plays softball and she's very good. She's 11, but she's big for her age. She got height. Put a stick on the bat. And so I really been in the softball the last 3 years since she started back playing. Even though I always been a baseball player. I don't know if you know about me. I know you saw me play, but I don't even know if I ever told you. But I was much better in baseball than I was basketball. I loved baseball. I literally could have went pro baseball. So I grew up loving baseball, softball. I played softball. Even when I was in California, me and Russell played on the softball team together. Uh,
Okay, that's
and
interesting to know.
uh, and I coached a co-ed softball league up in when I was in the Bay Area before I came down. So I really been into the softball in the girls softball college world series is on right now. So and it's a girl, you gotta see her, man. She's a black girl. She's a pitcher. She was with Stanford last year and she transferred this year to Texas Tech. Her name is Najee Kennedy. I think she's from Africa. I want to think she's somewhere from Africa. Najee Kennedy. She's a pitcher. raw. Girl bad, man. Girl bad. Must see TV, man. So I was flipping back and forth. Game went good. They had to win tonight. She transferred to Texas Tech. So I was watching that, and it was a good game. Very good game. So they won that tonight. But you had to check it out though. They must win right now. It's Texas Tech's Red Raiders and Texas who is real good. The Texas Longhorns, who I've been following, they awesome. I think if I'm not mistaken, they won last year the College World Series. But I was watching that, so I had sports going on everywhere, man. But check her out though, Najee Kennedy. You have to check her out, man. Homegirl throw that heat, man. Homegirl, you'll like you'll like the softball. You'll like it if you start watching it. But so and they end up winning 4-1, but it went down to the last few innings. So, but yeah, man, between that and this finals, Indiana, that shocker, man, you gotta be excited about sports, man, because
Right, right,
those
right.
things you gotta be excited about games like that, because people think about it. Everybody been saying talking like this is because they're I hate to talk small market teams, man. Who cares? They're in the finals. Everybody's gonna watch it anyway because it's the finals. People are gonna watch all that small market. Who care what city it is, man? Listen, they showed tonight. This is gonna be a good finals, bro. Whether Indiana win 4-1 or OKC come back and win 4-1. I think every game is gonna be competitive. I do. I think every game gonna be competitive. I think
Yeah, but
and
I have a feeling that some of the games are gonna be blown out.
I know OKC paid you.
No, 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 no. Um, Indiana Pacers, you know, are a pretty good team. And if they
You
win
know,
the NBA, if they win the NBA championship, I will congratulate them. I do not see that happening. But I do not see that. I honestly do not. I'll be very surprised. And for that thing to happen, maybe there's going to be some injuries. Maybe SGA is hurt, or maybe one of their
man,
star
you
players is hurt.
funny, man.
But bro, uh, I
The
don't.
president of the
I don't. It's
company got
almost like
to
a soccer game. When you're watching a soccer game and somebody score first goal, it doesn't mean that the team is gonna win. They just happen to draw first blood.
hurt.
I think Indiana drew first blood. They won the first game, and we leave it like that. Let's wait for game two. But you are free. You selected Indiana, so let's see if Indiana can win this championship. I don't see that happening. I'm going
You
with
don't
OKC.
see.
And I
I got
think
to
I
give
think I think it might not even get to seven. But even if it gets to seven, I'm rolling with OKC. This is their year, and they're gonna be crowned champions of the NBA. If they don't win the championship this year, next year is gonna be very hard because the West is gonna be very, very, very difficult, extremely difficult. And
bro.
also,
We say it every
uh,
year.
uh, yeah, and also this is what I want to say. If Indiana manages to win the championship, then it tells me that the West Coast, all they do is brag, because the teams that are in the West Coast are much more better than most of the teams that are in the East Coast. And for Indiana, if Indiana comes and beat the number one team in the whole of NBA, that it tells me that the West is becoming weaker. During the regular season, we will see them as, the West is tough because it's more competitive. Should Indiana win this series, I will be like, whoa, I'm not even going to pay attention to that crap anymore. I think, regardless of whether you are the because the Lakers are going to be back. Golden State is going to be angry. Denver, San Antonio Spurs. Minnesota Timberwolves. Come on, man. There's going to be too many good teams. What's the other team again? I
I
forgot
mean,
the other
yeah,
good
you got
team.
Memphis, you got the Clippers, you know, San Antonio. But you're gonna have a lot of good teams next year. You're gonna have a lot of
they still have a chance. They're
Okay,
still
he's
gonna
gonna be there.
have a chance to come back again, but it's gonna be very difficult. This is the chance. This is the moment for them to win the NBA championship, stamp the authority, and then we can say, oh yeah, they can come back again and they can make it. They can go to the final. Should they lose, man? You know how this young team is. It's gonna bring their ego. I mean, their energy
But the
level will come
young
down.
though.
I don't think even next season they can even recover from that. So
But
if you are OKC, but you see Indiana,
I
win
don't
or
agree
lose,
with that. I don't agree with that.
Indiana win or lose, they can still come back from the East. They can because they too they can. The East is not all that strong like how the West is. Let's be very very clear on that. You know, it's getting better, but in reality, the West is more stacked. And I feel like it doesn't mean that the better team wins all the time. But our OKC, this is their moment. SGA, this is your moment. And he played well. SGA really played well. He shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have lost tonight or lose this game tonight. But it
If I
happened.
coulda,
So
woulda,
it's only
shoulda,
one game.
that's what they always say. That's
Yeah.
what the Eagles always say. If I coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's what the Eagles be
But you
saying.
see that your problem is you're acting as if this is they just won a championship. It's
How
just
am I
one
like?
game, bro.
You know, yeah,
It's
how
just
am I
one game. You know, I'm
like?
I'm giving I'm giving Indiana their credit. They
I'm
won
not
game
acting
one.
like nothing.
They won game one, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna win the whole series. I have to see it. If they win game two, they'll be like, okay, now they got my attention. They got my attention. Anything can happen, you know. And even if they win game two, I'm still not gonna count OKC out, bro. I gotta watch game three and
You're
game four.
never gonna count out OKC, man.
I'm not,
It's not about
I'm just
counting
being
out
honest with you.
OKC. What this
I'm
is
just being
about
honest with
is
you, huh?
Indiana wants your respect, Prince Julius. They said that you told us, sir, to go out and win game one. We won game one, and then we went to
I
the
never
final.
said respect. I said if they want
We
to
want
make
our
the
respect, sir.
series, if they want to
Get
make this a series, they better take game one. They went down there somehow they were able to take game one. Congratulations to the
somehow.
Indiana
Man,
Pacers.
his
I
game
congratulate
won.
them. But it's just one game.
Somehow,
So now we have a series. You said?
let me show you how they won game one. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton with the ball. To the over to the corner. He right.
Yeah.
He goes up.
Halliburton is a hell of a player. Any of the
Boom! That's how they
those
won
who are
game one.
saying Halliburton is not a super a star. You know, those guys don't know anything. The guy is a bona fide player, and he scores during clutch times. You know, clutch times, and I,
Five
you know,
touch buzzer
yeah,
beaters
right.
this playoff, bro.
I do have respect for Halliburton, but what I'm saying is that Indiana's a team.
See, that's
Look, bro, let me tell you
bro.
something.
He
Let me tell you
watches.
something.
Halliburton
Indiana is very well
watches this.
coached. Huh?
Halliburton watches this, so be careful with your words.
Oh,
Indiana's watching. I got a connection
I
with
would like
Indiana.
to I would like if he's watching. It would be nice that he's watching so he can learn something. You know, I'm not betting against him. I've never. He's one of my favorite players. So what are you talking about? I never said anything bad about Halliburton. I'm
So you
just
gonna
saying
teach
that
him something? Go ahead and teach him something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell him what you want him to know. He
no,
listening now. Tell him what you want him to
I
know.
don't have to tell him anything. He already earned my respect already. He's a great player. You know, so he just have to he just has to keep doing what he's doing, and then that's it. But I'm not gonna say that. Oh, one game and then okay, see, they have pressure. No, no. You saw the way they walk off the court, right? That's not pressure. That was just a disappointment.
Yeah, they walk with one
That
foot in front of the other.
mhm.
They walk with one foot in front of the other, but their heads were down.
Anybody who lose a game that they think they should have won
I
will be a
saw
lot
all of them when they
disappointed.
walked off the court
Yeah,
like
but it doesn't mean that they feel like they cannot beat. They've already beaten Indiana twice in the season, in the regular season. So come on, bro. It's not like they cannot beat them. You know, this was a great game. Indiana has extended the series to 5, 6, or 7. But I think with this, maybe it might go to like 5 or 6, bro. Possibly 7. You know, but if Indiana wins game 2, then I'm like, whoa. Okay, then I'll be like, okay, this is a warning sign. I will still not say there's a pressure on OKC. No, actually, if they win game 2, there will be pressure on OKC because you do not want to go to Indiana and go down 3-0, right? No team has ever come from 3-0, right? So that will be pressure time. But this one, nah, bro. I'm not gonna stand here and be like, nah, this is a no. And it wasn't like, bro, they lost the game with some seconds. I mean, bro, Halliburton hit that shot. That was a great
Keywords,
shot.
right?
Huh?
Keyword you said one key word in there. One key word you just said in there.
What is that one?
Lost.
Lo- they lost. Yeah. Well, I
They
know.
lost.
I said won. I said OKC. I said Indiana won the game. They won the game. In some few seconds. And
You
then
know
for
what?
OKC, yeah, they lost the game in some few seconds too. So it can go either way. The way you understand it, either way.
I felt like I was watching if I can sum it up, I felt like I was watching Muhammad Ali Sonny Liston fight.
Oh no,
And
but that
Muhammad
is a
Ali.
boxing fight. That is one.
Listen,
That is
listen.
one and
I
done.
felt
This
like
you
I was
can't
watching
compare like
Muhammad
that.
Ali Sonny Liston fight, and Indiana shook up the world, baby. They shook up the world, baby. And then
No, no. Indiana will shook up the world if they win the championship. That will make that will. It's not like just a game. It is not okay.
they
If this
definitely
was a
got the
college,
attention of the world.
if this was a college basketball one and done, yeah, they shook up the world. But this is a NBA is a series. Game one, game two. You are not crowned champions until you win 4 games. So let's see. There are 3 more games away to be crowned champions. Let's see if they can be able to do it.
I hear you.
So yeah, that should be it. But yeah, man, we'll
So
continue
your
the conversation
prediction.
later. Huh?
So your prediction for game
Mm-hmm.
two. I
Mm-hmm.
I think I already know what your prediction is for the
Well, what do
next
you know?
4 games.
What
I
what do
think
you
you
know?
already. I think you think OKC is going to win the next 4 games. That's what I think you think.
No, what's one game? No, anything can happen. I'm saying, I
We
said,
know
don't be
anything can happen,
surprised if
but I
OKC
think
comes
you
and win
think
4 straight. Can they win 4 straight? It's a possibility, but they have to take it one at a
what's
time.
your
But I
prediction
feel
for
like
the next.
they're definitely gonna win game two. And if they
Definitely.
don't win game two, hey, what can I do? There's nothing I can do. That's my prediction. If Indiana wins game two, I will say congratulations. But even then, the series is not over. We gotta watch
Of
game
course
three,
not.
game four, and then we'll move on. Is that?
I said, of course it's not over, but you saying you're not gonna, hey, it's OKC's for the taking until Indiana has got that
Yeah,
fourth
but bro,
win.
until Indiana shows me, I've watched their games. They're a very pretty good team. They have a bright future. They're gonna be a force to be reckoned with in the NBA for some years to come or years to come. But I feel like if they win this series and championship, great for them. But they have to win game two, bro. Also, you know what I realized? I realized that OKC, for some reason, they did not bring their full defensive intensity into this game. And they were up. You see, I think when they were up 15, right? That was when they were making all those errors. They were forcing shots. They were shooting unnecessary. They were not making plays. They thought the game was over. And then before they realized, Indiana cut. Credit to Indiana. But I still feel like the coach blew this game, man. He should have never started Wallace. That was a big mistake. Start your 7-2 7 footers with Lou Dot, Williams and SGA. You keep a winning team. There's always something in sports that says that you never change a winning team, and that was the mistake he did. And the funny thing is that even if you want to change, play game one, and then if it doesn't work, then you can make adjustment. The series hasn't started already. Your first game, you make adjustment. That's ridiculous. I think the coach made a mistake. But even with that mistake, they were up 15. You see where I'm coming from? They could have still won the game, bro.
You know what the coach should have done? He should have went and put on his basketball shorts and shoes and went out there and guarded Halliburton on that last shot. That's the only. That's
Oh
the only.
yeah, that Halliburton shot or whatever his name is, was a great shot. He's a great player. He has a huge potential to be a superstar. I think he's on his way to become a superstar. Anybody who is undermining him and saying all sort of ridiculous thing about Halliburton, like he's not there yet. No, I think he's getting closer to a superstar, or maybe he is a superstar. He's a great player. I don't have anything against Halliburton. I think he's a great player. But look, man, all kudos to Indiana. We'll talk next time. Kudos to Indiana. They took this tour game one. Um, but I'm not rattled. I'm not. It's not like something for me to be like,
I shook up
it's
the
over yet.
world. I
I
shook
think
up
they've
the
made it.
world.
They've made a series interesting.
I shook
They've
up
made
the
a series
world.
interesting. But don't act as if Indiana is gonna do anything spectacular. But and if they do anything spectacular, we'll come here and congratulate them. It's fair enough. There's nothing wrong about it, right?
Shook up the world, baby. We shook up the world, baby. We Indiana shook up OKC. It's thundering
Yeah.
all night long tonight in
Yeah,
OKC.
so let's continue next time, bro. Let's
Okay.
continue the conversation next time. I think, oh man, we've talked for almost 45 minutes.
It is
Um,
45 minutes, going on 46 minutes.
right, right. So, any final words, or we call it a
Hey,
night?
hey, man, listen. It was awesome. It was I definitely enjoyed it. I think it's exciting. You know, I'm glad I didn't see too many calls. I didn't get to see the whole game. I didn't, but what I saw, I didn't see too much of the refs trying to control everything, which I
No, no, the refs did their job. They did their job well. I
yeah,
can't,
you know,
I
anytime
can't count on
that,
that.
I understand it's a sports entertainment, but I like to see, just let the players play sometime. Please leave the
Right,
money,
right, right,
leave the money out of
right,
it, and
right.
so now I look forward to game two is when Sunday.
Game two is Sunday, and I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. But look, man, all I can say is that, OKC, they are the prohibited favorite, but they got to be careful. I think if they're going to lose this series, it's going to come from their coach. Their coach is not. He doesn't have tons of experience. He's a great coach, young coach coming up. But if you look at Indiana coach Rick Carla, he has won a championship before, with Dallas. You
Yeah,
remember that? Okay, so
2011 to
he's a
12,
hell,
11.
yeah, he's a hell of a coach. So, look, man, if Indiana wins it, I'll not be surprised. I'm just saying that. Nah, I'm looking at the two teams and I don't see that happening. But we'll talk about that more
Indiana
next
gets
time.
credit. Hey man, listen, I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Once again, this has been fun. Chopping it up with the Prince. The Prince
Yeah, but
himself,
I want to
ladies.
hear you. What do you think so far before you go?
I
Wow.
already done told you. Hold on for a minute. I got. We're gonna. I'm gonna make sure and not ball it. I'm gonna make sure and not
I
ball
can
it
see
up.
clearly, but let me see.
I'm
Let
gonna
me see
make
what it's
sure
saying.
and not ball it up. And I'm gonna hold
What
it.
what what did he say though? Read it out
It
loud. I can't see.
says right here. It says Indy. Well. Let's start over here. It says June 6th, and over here it says Indy wins finals. That's what it says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that can happen. Anything can happen. We
That's
we
my
don't play. We are
prediction.
just here to share our opinions, so anything can happen.
And I like OKC, but for some reason, I see Indy pulling it off, bro. I see some.
You see some upset, huh?
I see
After
some.
just one game.
I see some dog in Indiana. I see
Nah, bro. Let's wait for that to happen. But I'm still rolling with OKC on this one. All right, bro. Yeah.
It's been real, man. It's been fun, man. We appreciate anybody watching, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Keep joining us. We're gonna continue to bring y'all more and more content. Right now, we're bringing this NBA Finals because we sportsaholics. We don't agree with everything, but we love sports and we love good
Right.
competition. And and we love to debate it. We love to talk about it. That's what we do. We've been doing it all our lives, and we appreciate y'all for joining us. I appreciate you, Prince Jew. That's Prince J, Prince Julius, whatever you want to call him. He the Prince, y'all. And I'm UnBreakableDEX, UBD. We'll be back. We got more great content coming to y'all. We'll be back to cover game two. And this is just the beginning. We're gonna be coming discussion here on solutions and executions is the name I came up with. just for not just for my podcast, solution and execution. Because I think so much people talk about the problem, what's going on, this over here. We always highlight the problem. But I want to come and I got some other people I want to bring along as we do it more. And we discuss real life issues and not only the issues, but we talk about the solutions and how we're going to execute it. Because it's time now. The things are going on in the world. For the people who see what's going on, somebody got to grow some cojones. Somebody got to do something. Or like I heard today. In 10, 15 years, it's going to be a world unrecognizable. The people who are born today won't know nothing about the world we once knew. You know what I'm saying? So let's come up with some discuss the issues. We're gonna be discussing issues going on in the world, coming up with solutions and how we're gonna execute them. All right, you down with me, Prince J? I need a Prince on my team.
Well, man, first of all, every human being is a praise. Once you're born, you're a praise, so it's all good. But yeah, yeah, we'll see how things unfolds one at a time. Yeah, most definitely.
One show at a time, man. Well, we grateful. We grateful to be alive today. We grateful to be able to cover this. We grateful just to be in this moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow ain't promised. Yesterday wasn't promised. Next second ain't promised. So we just grateful to be able to do this. Have fun. Keep smiling. Keep shining. And we'll be back for game 2. Peace out, Prince.
Peace out. You have a great evening and
You
great
too.
night. Enjoy your night, bro. We'll talk later.
I tell everybody over in Prince Land, I said what's up. And to all my UBDs, there's everybody out there that's unbreakable, baby. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Peace out.
Stay unbreakable, Prince.
Unbreakable.
That's right, baby.
All right.